Shawnee, welcome back. I just have to say, like, I'm giving shoulder today. I'm giving, like, arm today. I didn't want to do my hair, so I put on this headband today. Yes! Guess what time it is? It is time for our weekly roundup, where I go over all of the eyeshadow palettes I used over the past week, and I rank them from least liked to most liked. Now, this week I have 6 slots, and I'm just gonna, jump right in. So at number 6, I have the palette Melt Amor y Mariposa. I enjoy this palette a lot. I like that there is a variety of shades. A lot of Melt's palettes have maybe like a specific theme that has just not as many shades, of course, because this is the largest palette that they have, but I would say this one has the most kind of range in terms of shades that you can use. A couple of my favorite shades here, mainly the shimmers, are Mesquite, Sagrado, and Mariposa. I really enjoy those shimmers, and I like the palette in general. Yeah, so that's number 6. Number 5 is a combination of palettes. I paired the Viseart Neutral Matte palette with the Viseart Sultry Muse palette. So I really do like pairing the all matte palettes with the all shimmer palettes. I also like just using them independently of one another. I will say for Viseart, I really enjoy their mattes. I really enjoy their shimmers. They are going to give you maybe a, what's the word I'm looking for? Not muted, but the shimmers aren't like boom pow, right? So if you like a softer sort of shimmer, but one that still has some opacity, I would definitely suggest trying out the Viseart shimmers. Now, I always say, wait for a sale, because these are not inexpensive, okay? You also don't really need them, but if you want to give the brand a bit of a try, you can also get their Petit Fours palettes. Those are definitely less expensive, and I feel like they're just as good as the larger palettes. So that's number 5. Number 4 is the look I did with the Beauty Bay Nude Matte palette. Wait a minute. Child, look at this. If I had to choose between the two, I'm going to go with Viseart. I wasn't necessarily impressed with this one from Beauty Bay. I mean, I think this was like thrown in free if you purchase a certain amount. It's fine. Nothing to write home about. Nothing to, nothing that's gonna blow your skirt up. And I ended up using this for the look I did when one of the days I was in my office this week. It's cute. If you don't have an all matte palette that you want to reference, then I mean, this is an okay choice. I do think there are other ones that there are definitely other palettes I prefer, but this is good for inexpensive, or at least less expensive than other brands. Just nothing special about it. It was okay. I will say I like the look more when I saw a photo of it than I did when I initially put it on. Because when I put it on, I was like, wow. But I ended up liking it a lot when I looked at the photo. Okay, number 3 is Beauty Bay again, and it is the Reckless Romance palette. I believe this is the most recent palette they came out with. This definitely has all the shades that I really love. Lots of mauves, lots of pinks. I enjoyed the shimmers. I saw my girl Nikki Lynn do some like swatches of this palette, and I thought it was so beautiful. Now this palette, y'all need it. I'm just thinking, you know what? What it's reminding me of is the Natasha Denona, is it the retro? Yeah, retro palette. So there is that. Let me hold up both of them. So there's a bit of a difference. There's a bit of a similarity, right? I like the Beauty Bay one, and I really like the Natasha Denona one. I can appreciate that this one is, again, less expensive, and you do get more shades. And I think it performs really, really well. If you have one, you don't need the other. Number 2 is Pat McGrath. I'm always gonna have her, right? And it is one of the OG motherships. It is the Mothership 3 Subversive. Now, the day I did this look, it was a 10-minute look. The whole face. Because what happened? You know what it was? I got up, I fed Rose, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to take, I'm going to keep sleeping because she likes to bother me real early in the morning. And I didn't set the alarm again. And I woke up because in my dream, I was like, I've been sleeping for a while. I woke up and I had 15 minutes. I had 15 minutes to get ready and get downstairs to start my workday. So I surprised myself, okay? I didn't have time to film it, right? Because I didn't have enough time. I managed to do my makeup in 10 minutes. I managed to put on a bra and throw on a dress in 3 minutes, and then I ran downstairs and I was ready to go. So I just who does that? This guy. So it was really simple. I used a matte, and then I believe it was this shade. Oh, no, it wasn't this one because that looks different on camera. I believe it was this shade. I just put it all over the lid, and it was really pretty. Listen, that was a real 10 minutes. So, sometimes people say 10 minutes and it's really 12. No, it was 10 minutes. Clap for that. And at number 1, I have a combination of palettes. Again, I used the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Lure palette. Very bright and, mermaidy and cute. And I combined it with the Delicious Delights palette from Cosmic Beauty. Now, I was telling Erica that I like this palette a lot more than I thought I would. When it initially came out, I was like, I'm gonna buy it. But then I was like, do I really want this? And of course I do. But I enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would. If I am wanting a vibrant color, I often will go into this palette. Also, I just go into my Cosmic Beauty palettes a lot. But I really liked being able to combine it with the Lure palette. And I thought the look that I did was super cool. I'm trying to just do some different things on my eyes. But yeah, I really enjoyed that look. So let me know what you've used over the past week and maybe what you plan to use or think you're going to use or think I should use over this current week or next week. And yeah, I would love to know. I always love hearing what you all are using. So I hope that some of this was helpful. I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.